Yeah, man.
That's good.
Yeah, day 4, show 2 of Crazy Kissimmee 2026, Matt.
It is. It's the world's largest collector car auction.
Is it?
It is.
It is.
It is. And
how do we classify it as that? Because people might want to know.
People probably would want to know.
So why don't we tell them?
We should. Well, I think it comes down to sheer size and quantity. There's a lot here, Brian. We have over 4,000 vehicles that are going to cross the block on top of thousands of pieces of road art.
And we also have hundreds of motorcycles. Don't forget about them.
Never forget about the motorcycles. Welcome to Mecum in the Morning. We're so glad that you've joined us here on this Friday as, man, things keep getting revved up, Brian. We had a busy day yesterday. We've got more in store today. TV coverage kicks off today. We're on the morning show. I mean, let's go.
I know. We have a couple visitors from Daytona International Speedway coming by today. We'll be able to meet the president of the Speedway and maybe a few NASCAR racers. We've also got Ray Ripple, who's going to come by, and I think you're doing a stage interview with her tomorrow, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and thanks for plugging the stage. If you are coming out.
I have to give you plugs if you're not giving yourself shameless
That's
plugs.
true. I know. That was the theme of yesterday's show. Was great.
It's the theme of every day, Matt.
But if you are coming out to join us here at the Osceola Heritage Fairgrounds, be sure to, in addition to all the auction action, stop by the Real Garage Life stage. We have live music again today.
We do.
Yesterday's group was fantastic.
I know. I was grooving. I would like sneak away from the block and just go groove in the back.
Live music. We've got car parades. And then I also have a full lineup of interviews with builders and owners detailing some of the most unique consignments here. It's right by the food court. We've got great chairs out there, umbrellas. It's awesome. It's a really awesome spot.
If you would like to see a full schedule of everything that's happening, head over to mecum.com. There are 2 tabs on the auction detail page that really lay out all the activities that are going on. One is under the events schedule. That's where the tours and some of the other presentations that are going on. We have the Miss America boat here that gets started, every couple days. If you've never seen the Miss America boat started in person, it is loud. Bring your earplugs. We also have great presentations by the crew at Insight. We've got Matt's tours. Those are free of charge. Everything that we have here on site is free, right? So your tours, you have to make sure you sign up an RSVP, the Insight presentation, all the great interviews that you're doing on stage. There's so many activities. Again, the Adventure Zone, I couldn't be prouder of that. We launched that last year here at Kissimmee, but there's so many activities for kids. We've got slot car racing. We've got the pedal cars. It's just, there's so much going on. And obviously, go watch the action on the auction block.
Well, I was just going to say, of course, all of that is in addition to the action happening on the auction block, where today we've got 71 pieces of road art, 376 vehicles. It's going to be a very busy day.
It is.
And that includes 5 collections. And like you said, Brian, there's just energy everywhere. We've got lots of seats in that arena. It's great to hang out. The Dodge Thrill Ride is up and running again today. There's the Kids Adventure Zone. So much.
And while you're here, stop by Mecum Shop and check out all the new merch that we have launched for 2026. There's so many great things. Matt is wearing the Bianco Speciale shirt. That is, when it runs out, we're not going to do a reorder on those. Those are print on demand. We also have the hat to go with it, the great Kissimmee 2026 shirt that our team back home designed. Great job. They're really kicking up the designs. We've launched so many new t-shirts. We have the new flag and anthem stuff. And we've also got some other things, Matt. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, we sure do. So this auction, we are announcing a brand new collaboration. Here's a little bit more about it. Here at Mecum Kissimmee, we are so excited to announce a brand new partnership with Boast. And I'm here with the CEO to find out more. Matt, what is Boast and what makes it so unique?
So Boast is a heritage tennis brand, racket sport brand that was founded in 1973. We bought the brand about 2 years ago and have been relaunching it. Working with Mecum has been great. 2 American iconic brands that came together.
And here at the auction, we've got some of the newest pieces. Can we go take a look?
Sure, let's go take a look. All right, so the line looks great sitting on the wall here. This is a whole new curated collection just for the partnership with Mecum. T-shirts, polos, we have a hoodie here. The hats are awesome. And then you can see in our logo, our Japanese maple, which is a symbol of strength and courage and quality. This is a shirt made out of our Pima cotton, and this is a Dino from an auction you guys did in Monterey.
I noticed a lot of the design centers around the iconic Cannonball-winning Dino. Can you tell me a little bit more about how that inspired the look?
So this car was built in 1973. which was the same year that Boast was founded. So when our team was working with the Mecum team, we thought it was a perfect way to highlight a great car, and with our brand that is a heritage brand we were bringing back. So two great things from 1973 coming together.
It was so exciting to see that car cross the block and sell at this year's Mecum Monterey. And I see this other design really kind of dives more into the tech and the specs of that vehicle.
Kind of like a roadmap of the engine. It would be really cool graphic for the back of the T. So, and then on the front here, it's some of the wording from one of the plaques that's inside the car. So we really tried to highlight some really cool features of the Dino when we created this.
And that's such a natural fit to have such a historic vehicle correlate to the founding of Boast. And what a great way to start this new partnership and to celebrate some really neat vehicles with some great clothing.
Yeah, we thought the merging of culture, sport, and style coming together was such an interesting partnership.
So in addition to coming out to the auction and purchasing it here at Mecum Kissimmee, Matt, where can people purchase this clothing online?
We're offering it exclusively on our site at boastusa.com and then on your site as well.
Well, thanks, Matt. We're so excited to see where this goes.
No, thank you, and we're excited as well.
So premium cars and premium clothing, you can find it at the Mecum shop as well as online.
So a little backstory on how this collaboration came out. A few of us went out and we had sponsored a celebrity tennis and pickleball match in Palm Springs, California. And right next to us was the Boast display. And I got a chance, along with our CEO and COO, to sit down and meet Matt, who was on the video, and talk about what he was doing. You know, he had purchased this brand. It was fledgling, I guess, at the time or whatever. And he really, saw, an opportunity to take this iconic brand and really bring it back to the tennis masses and to the pickleball arena. And, a lot of our customers play tennis and golf and everything. We thought this would be a really great marriage together. This is going to be the first of many collaborations. I'm really excited. But when we were spitballing the partnership and we started talking about it, I had sent them just sample photos of that Dino, the Cannonball Dino, and they got so excited about it. And originally we were going to announce the partnership in Monterey, but we wanted to make sure all the artwork and everything was ready. It would have been cool to launch it, in front of the Cannonball so everyone understood. But we had a lot of fun with that Cannonball, just on marketing and everything that we did. Alyssa and I went down there and shot some video with Jack and his wife. But I love seeing two brands that have such a iconic and great legacy come together. And I think it helps from a brand awareness perspective, but I also think the quality of the Boast clothing is fantastic. And I was really excited. I was just telling Matt while the video was playing that I saw a lot of customers yesterday walking around with it, and I was snapping cell phone photos and sending it to the CEO of Boast. So it looks like the partnership is off to a great start.
Yeah, and it's a great addition to the Mecum shop. If you want to see it for yourself, you can come out to the auction. You can find it there. And then, like I mentioned in that package, you can also find it online. And I think it's also neat, Brian, how that iconic car, that historic vehicle, the Dino, corresponds to the start of their brand. What a great foundation for that first collab.
And it just happened. I had just shared that photo and they're like, wait. And I was like, wait, it was manufactured in 1973. And they're like, we started in 1973. So it was just a match made in heaven, especially for our first collaboration.
Awesome. All right. Well, Brian, we've talked a lot about the size and scale of what happens here. And earlier this week, you and I said the best way to show it is by jumping in a golf cart and cruising around.
It's Kissimmee 2026. It's been 1 year since the world's largest collector car auction was back and ready to go.
Sun's out and the cars are rolling, Brian.
Sun's out, guns out, Matt. You know what I love? We have over 45 collections this go around.
And of those collections, Brian, I have to say my favorite, I think you already know the answer.
I don't know. Tell me, Matt.
Oh man, the Cliff Ernst collection. Brian, I've seen a lot of Yenkos, but I gotta say this is one of the most impressive just in terms of quality and of the colorful arrangement. It's awesome. And the room is such a perfect place to showcase these legendary muscle cars.
It's like a museum showpiece in there, and something that I want people to know and understand is situated next to each car is actually a beautiful puzzle-like design sign that when you purchase one of those Camaros, that sign, or the Nova, the sign does go hung with you.
We've got them all there. And we also have that awesome Yenko Nova, which I know is also going to be a head turner when it crosses.
And those are very rare, correct?
Very rare, very rare. I mean, less than 10 in existence today. And so that one's going to have all eyes on it when it crosses the block.
And not even that, but how rare is it to see one of that quality?
Very.
And on top of that, to have it in such a display with the rest of the lineup that Don was producing in 1969, Don Yenko, to have the other Copo Camaros there, I mean, that's just awesome. That's a moment that you want to take pictures with. Well, Bree, that's my favorite collection. I got to ask, what's yours?
The Bachman Collection, Matt. We've got 46 Ferraris, 2 Alfa Romeos, and I've got to say, the lineup is mind-blowing. A little something for everyone, from the 67 Alloy Collector to the Enzo FXX. It's just absolutely amazing. I've spent the last 5 days in that room making sure that everything just looks amazing and giving Phil and Martha Bachman both the honor to which that collection deserves.
Well, I'm glad you clarified which lineup is impressive, Brian, because in addition to the cars, I knew you were going to love all that luggage that goes with them.
You know, if I could bid on the luggage, I think I could maybe afford like a backpack out of that.
We have so much going on, Brian, not only on the auction block, but also out here on the Midway. On the stage, we're going to be having car parades, we're going to be having live music, and I'll be up there along with Lorette Nickel, also doing live interviews, highlighting some of the coolest consignments. It's going to be something that people coming out want to attend. It's free.
Yeah.
So you can find the schedule at mecum.com. And of course, when you're on site, you can get more information at the service station. But again, it's something that you want to stop by because there's always something going on. Plus, the Kids Adventure Zone is back and bigger than ever.
We have a new car cutout to celebrate the Bachman collection. We added a Ferrari car cutout. Whoa! Check these out. We need one of these.
Yeah, we do.
Well, Matt, I don't know about you, but I am extremely excited for Kissimmee 2026, and day one's already underway.
Bring it on, and this is definitely one event that you can't miss.
That was so much fun. I miss riding around, checking out everything with you in the golf cart, Matt. Thanks for doing that.
Well, I mean, it really is one of the best ways just to show the sheer size and scale of all that is here. I think it's very possible that people would probably come out and not see it all in one day.
Oh, you can't. There's no way you can possibly. I haven't even seen the entire layout, and I've been here for multiple, days. Yeah, and we're still getting cars consigned. I talked about that a little bit yesterday. We're still placing cars. Vehicle check-in and all that stuff just doesn't stop because of the sheer amount of cars that we have here, 4,500 vehicles. It doesn't just get checked in one day. We got some crazy cool consignments that we're going to cover probably in tomorrow's show. But can we go back to talk about Bachman?
Yeah, let's do. I know that you spent a lot of time with that collection, and you've really kind of upped your Ferrari knowledge, Brianna. I'm impressed.
You know, you would be amazed at how much you learn in a really short period. We announced this collection back in November, and a few of us got the opportunity to spend a lot of time down in Greenville, where this collection comes from, really understanding the history behind every single one of these vehicles, you know, why Phil and Martha chose the vehicles they did, the extensive amount of documentation that Phil and Martha had. Our collections team and our content team had to go through boxes and boxes as they're showing on the TV. Almost every single car in that collection has won multiple awards and it's been shown not just in the US, but all around the world. The FXX, which is one of my favorite, it's one of the, it's race only, so it's not meant for the street. But man, that would be fun for the street. Part of the program with Ferrari, they originally manufactured 29 of them, and then Schumacher got mad, so they made a 30th one. But the idea of that is you, when you're invited to own FFX, you have to agree to the race program for it. So the Ferrari mechanics and everyone comes and helps take care of it. There's really something for everyone in that Ferrari room. If you're a Ferrari collector, we've got the 67 Alloy that's on the TV right now, to Super Americas and Challenges. It's just the 288. Oh my gosh, have you checked out the 288 in that room?
I have. I've checked them out. I've checked out all of them, and it's a jaw-dropping display, Brianna. I gotta say, yesterday I took my tours through there, and I think the thing that a lot of people got even more excited about was all of the luggage that go with the cars. And you actually know quite a bit about how that came to be.
I actually got to meet the son that's now taking care of the Scudoni family. Ferrari authorized that family to make the official luggage for Ferrari. And the great thing is that the son, and I'm sorry for forgetting his name at the moment, but he worked closely with Phil and Martha while they were alive, and they built a really great relationship. I know PB Bachman, Phil and Martha's son, pretty much grew up with him, and just the relationship they shared. But the amount of work that goes into just the luggage itself is kind of crazy. But as they became more discerning collectors, and the Ferrari factory had opened up customization, which was really unheard of. You don't get to customize Ferraris, but I think Ferrari took note of the fact that Phil and Martha were amassing this amazing collection. So not only are a lot of the Ferraris custom Ferraris, you can see that on the screen right now with the green and yellow and the blue and yellow ones, is that the luggage, it was made to match those specific cars. You can see that when you're in the room. So if you see the older cars like the 288, the Testarossa, all those, the luggage doesn't color match, and they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They're brown, and the workmanship is just amazing. But you can see as the cars were being customized throughout the years, the luggage was as well, and it's just amazing pieces.
Well, all in all, it is just a simply stunning display. It's a stunning group of vehicles, and of course, with such a high-profile main attraction, we sent our TV crew out there, and we don't want to play the full thing, but here's a little taste of what you can catch on Mecum's YouTube channel.
Ferrari has long been the standard by which every exotic sports car is measured. The ultimate blend of styling, performance, and pedigree makes these thoroughbreds from Maranello nothing short of extraordinary in every way. Join us as we explore this incredible lineup of vintage as well as modern-era Ferrari supercars, all part of the incomparable Bachman Collection, which many experts consider to be one of the world's finest.
I believe it will go down in the records and in Ferrari history broadly as a testament to a couple's shared passion.
It's a legacy that lives on, and that the provenance that these cars have has a lot to do with the people that were behind putting this collection together, Phil and Martha Bachman.
Ferrari represented really the very special emotion. There was a bond between, the Phil and Ferrari.
The Bachman name will always be connected with collecting Ferraris. That's a good testament to somebody that loved something and did it with such a passion.
That's just a little taste of a great video. It's one of the videos I think I'm most proud of since I've been here at Mecum. So if you haven't checked it out, if you're coming here to Kissimmee, there is a very large video screen showing the video constantly throughout the day. If you can't make it, head over to our YouTube channel and watch the whole feature. It's just absolutely amazing. Let's move on to something else. I scream, you scream, Yenko.
We all scream Yenko. I haven't heard that phrase before.
I just came up with it. I'm really proud of it.
It's really good. Yeah, Brian, one of the legendary names of Chevrolet performance from the 1960s is, of course, Yenko, and referring to the Canonsburg Chevrolet dealer Don and the cars that he created. And we're so excited this year to be showcasing one of the largest collections of 1969 Yenko Camaros. And talking about the presentation of how the Bachmann Ferraris were displayed, I would say equally impressive is the Cliff Ernst collection room.
The room,
as we've referred to the last couple years, just an area here on the fairgrounds that just kind of, when you walk into it, it feels like you're stepping into one of the most prestigious museums, and that's no understatement. Just in terms of how these cars are displayed, and just really presenting their story in full light. And I've been really excited just because of my work documenting their story and their specs over the last 10 years. It's been really a thrill for me to kind of be one of our main spokespeople for these cars, just because it's something that I really get excited about.
Yeah, I was talking to our photographer, Tony Murtaugh, the other day, and he was in the room, and this is the first collection that he's been a part of from the beginning to the end, and it was kind of, I wouldn't say emotional for him, but just, kind of like eye-opening, seeing it to all come to fruition and seeing like the hard work. And it is like when we get these collections, whether it's the Yenko or the Bachmann, it's not just place cars. We, learn the history. We make sure that the cars are in perfect condition. We make sure the presentation is great, the photography, the video, you're a great part of, that whole video. And I think we'll check out something a little bit later, but it's also making sure, the consignor that's selling the car is happy, but also the future owner knowing how much these vehicles are cared for. And we do that with, showing it through the presentation of them and the videos and everything that we do for them.
Yeah. And, with you asked me earlier this week as we were talking about this collection, and since I've been a part of it since early on and had a chance to go out with our TV crew, you said, Matt, do you have any special moments? And I said, absolutely. Being able to take these cars to a drag strip there in the Tennessee mountains was something very special. I mean, it's something I won't forget. Just being able to see these cars in action. And we were there with like I said, our TV crew and with our photography team. And it was something very cool. I mean, again, it's rare to see these cars at a car show static, let alone, being put out on a track and letting that 427 really sing.
I was surprised that the Ernst family was okay with us doing that. And they were, super nervous. And, the consignor JR only showed up the first day and he totally trusted us the second day. Something about that is that racetrack that we filmed at, actually, we were some of the last cars to ever be on that track because the family had owned it for so many years and they decided to retire. So it was really cool sharing that memory with them. And you had asked them during an interview, had they ever had a Yenko on the track? And no. So it's kind of like a nice farewell that they kind of send it off with.
That we brought six.
Yeah, like go hard and big. And I think it would be anyone who owns a drag strip's dream to have, a Yenko Camaro on it. So I think we kind of made that retirement even, more bittersweet for him.
Yeah, it really was historic because Buffalo Valley, and I think they were celebrating 50 years.
I think so. Yeah.
Something like that. And I asked them, I said, hey, have you guys, even back in the day? And they said, no. It's like, well, we brought six.
Yeah, I remember when we got invited over to his house and all the crazy photos of like the past. That was really cool.
It was awesome. But if you want to, here's a little preview of the TV package that's out covering this legendary Yenko collection.
This is probably the closest chance we'll ever have to going back in time and having the opportunity to go right into Don Yenko's dealership and purchasing one of his legendary Copo Camaro supercars brand new.
One of the underlying themes of the Cliff Ernst collection is rarity. The Yenko Camaro, there's a whole category of rarity in those cars. Now, this is a 1969 Yenko Nova. Full production on this car, 38. Again, rarity, that's one of the words we're going to use a lot when we look at these automobiles.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, it's related to the Camaro getting the same, effectively, treatment. Instead of a Copo installed L72, Yenko's techs would do the big conversion, which is really the story here, Bill. As under the hood, that was not a factory option this year. This was something that Yenko wanted to include to round out his collection of sports cars. So he had the Camaro, the Chevelle, and Don even wanted the Nova to get the 427 treatment.
Now, I understand this car has a drag racing history.
It sure does. If this thing could talk, Bill, I would love to hear the story. So it was sold new from the Canonsburg dealership, not one of Don's authorized dealers, but actually from his Yenko Chevrolet. And it went right into the hands of a drag racer who campaigned it under a very appropriate name, My Piggy Bank. And then obviously it's been put back to that showroom fresh condition. It looks spectacular.
Now, this Yenko Nova is a 4-speed car. You could get an automatic, but not many people did. Of those 38 cars that Yenko built, the vast majority of them had that Muncie 4-speed in them.
All in all, Bill, a rare piece, and by best estimates, one of less than 10 that are around today. And I love how Cliff, he didn't just have a love for Chevy modifiers, he also loved some of the performance icons from Ford as well, too.
Sorry, guys. Matt was TikToking. Is that where you flossing, candy crushing?
Get out of here with your silliness. But if you want, I know, never bring the silliness. But man, some great collections here. All under not one roof, but metaphorically
under
one roof.
Multiple roofs.
But it really, and it also, Brian, it's a great opportunity to talk about how when it's a great way to spend a day. You don't have to bid. If you want to come out and spectate, you can purchase tickets, bring the family, bring the friends. And I think this year we have one of the best car shows in addition to an auction anywhere.
I think it's just great. All the activities that we've, added to the agenda, your tours and everything that we've got going on is, you go check your cars out on the block, take a break, go listen to the bands, go join one of your tours or the insight presentation. It's truly amazing what Kissimmee brings.
Absolutely. Each year it gets bigger, better, and
Batter, Matt.
Batter. Wow, that's a good third B. I like it. Well, hey, thanks for joining us for this episode. Wherever you're watching, drop us a comment and let us know if you have a favorite collection. We have over 45 this year.
Or a single vehicle.
So yeah, we've got a lot of cool stuff here.
Yeah. See ya here. Come by, say hi, join one of Matt's tours, or we'll see you on the auction block.
And TV coverage, tune in on ESPN Plus later today, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for another episode of Mecum in the Morning.